I'm here at Walt Disney Studios, Paris. It's kind of like 1989 Disney-MGM Studios in a way. Just like at Hollywood Studios, they like to keep their city clean. Except there's no Eiffel Tower on this one. But they do still have their own Eiffel Tower, as the one in Orlando got torn down. So the Eiffel Tower still lives at Walt Disney Studios in Paris. Now, what's interesting about this park is the entrance, like the main street area, is actually inside of this building called Studio One. This is actually really unique for a Disney park to have its main street type area inside. And it's themed like a movie studio. Here you have the plywood of the Fox movie sets. And then you have like the main street area that's themed to a movie studio. So let's go take a look around. So similar to Hollywood Studios, you have the Brown Derby, except it's just a cardboard cutout facade that leads into a quick service restaurant. Herbie. So now we're moving into the park. It's a really small place. So this is Hollywood Boulevard. It's all made out of like those fake cardboard facades like Streets of America, where there's a Tower of Terror. Over there you have the Close City Magic, Star Wars Stage, Stitch Live, Rock and Roller Coaster. Over there you have Crush's Coaster. Back there you go, you have Toy Story, Ratatouille, there's the Tram Tour, Tower of Terror, and Light Turners Action back there. What surprised me the most is actually how close Tower of Terror is to the main street. This place is so small. I've walked about 20 feet down the facades and we're already reaching the end. So they have this cool little ice cream car, and then Tower of Terror is right there. Look, so there's Tower of Terror. It's like a 20-foot walkway to the Hollywood Boulevard. Look how close it is to the main entrance. Just incredibly small. It was a surprise to me. So here's the studio tram tour of like they had in Orlando. It has Catastrophe Canyon and stuff. If you ever went on the Horizons ride at Epcot. It's from Horizons. This is the Tower of Terror to the left of me, and to the right of me is part of the studio tram tour. You have their prop vehicles. So they have this pathway here that leads around the back of Tower of Terror to the backlot area with rock and roller coaster and lights, motors action. So here's the pathway I was walking down. There's the Rain of Fire set from the studio tour. And now here's a little diner. And then right around the corner is rock and roller coaster and lights, motors action. They're actually playing the Twister theme song as the background music here. That's amazing. I miss Twister at Universal. Let's get a closer look. Hear that? Twister. So there's lights, motors action. Here's rock and roller coaster. I'm in the Fast Pass line for rock and roller coaster. Different from Orlando is instead of G-Force Records, theirs is Tour de Force Records. I guess it's a play on the Tour de France. Now we're going into the Q building. And then this is the Blockbuster Cafe. Here's the Armageddon special effects show.
Vous êtes prêts? Attention, tous les acteurs sur le plateau. C'est parfait, ils attendent plus que vous. Je vous demandais juste de suivre le couloir sur votre gauche pour recevoir les prochaines instructions. Bon courage!
Merci.
Désolé, alerte, météo approchant corridor 6.
So the Armageddon show is kind of cool. It pulled the dropping floor effect like Twister and the falling ceiling, and it had fire. It wasn't as big and impressive as the old Twister show or Backdraft at Universal Studios Japan and Hollywood, but it was pretty cool. So now I guess we're leaving this backlot land and we're going into another land, which might be, I don't know the name of this, might be the front lot, I'm not exactly sure. Studio Catering Co. Tower of Terror. So here they have a prop from Armageddon. It's like a little quick service restaurant type thing. And this building here is now home to Stitch Live and Disney Junior, but it actually used to be Walt Disney Television TV studio when the park opened. So the building behind me hosted a studio tour. Actually, it was a studio tour through Disney Channel France. Now it's been turned into Stitch Live, which is like Turtle Talk with Crush at Epcot. Looks like there's some offices and stuff upstairs. There's the entrance to Disney Junior Live on Stage. And this is the former City Magic. Closed a few weeks ago. I don't know why, but it did. Now we're crossing back over the Hollywood Boulevard section in Studio 1, and we're going into Toon Studio. which has Crush's Coaster and the Ratatouille ride. So this is the art of animation of what they used to have at Hollywood Studios. I might as well go inside. It looks like they have a theater in there where they play movies. A lot of little exhibits. So there's the Animagic Theater, which used to host a show called Animagic. Now it hosts a show called Mickey and the Magician. Over here you have their version of the flying carpets. But to keep up with the studio theme, they have this whole fake facade in the back. They have a very, very little Radiator Springs. And then here's Crush's Coaster.
Safety first. Now stay seated until your car comes to a complete stop.
So a very little Radiator Springs area. Then over here they have a very little Toontown area where you can meet Mickey Mouse. Now coming up this way is Toy Story Playland and the Ratatouille area.
Ici Buzz l'éclair, rappelle à tous les rangers de l'espace.
So this is Toy Story Playland. RC Racer. There goes RC Racer. And Slinky Dog Spin. Now I'm leaving Toy Story Playland. And coming up here is the Ratatouille area. Here's the Chez Remy restaurant, and here's the Ratatouille ride. The Ratatouille ride's a trackless Stark ride. I went on that yesterday. Now we're leaving the Ratatouille land, and then here's the entrance to Toy Story Playland. So we've almost successfully walked around the whole park in around 20 minutes or less. This is our last pathway to cross before we've gone around the whole entire park. So look at that, we're already back to the studio tram tour in Hollywood Boulevard. We walked around the whole park. Later I'm going to go on some rides, and I'm going to take those ride videos and I'm going to include them in to this video so you guys get to see of what things like the studio tram tour are like in the Armageddon show. Hope you guys enjoyed walking around.